Confession is the bridge between buried pain and healing. Subscribe to Tears and Truth for stories that unearth the heart's hidden chambers. The story begins. A weathered diary is found in an attic in 2023, its pages whispering secrets from 1921. The cobwebbed attic of the old Victorian house smelled of dust and damp wood, but Lydia scarcely noticed. Her fingers trembled as she pried open a rusted lockbox hidden beneath floorboards. Inside lay a leather-bound diary, its cover embossed with faded roses. The first entry was dated April 12, 1921. They say New York is the city of dreams, but no one warns you how heavy those dreams become when you're holding a child's hand. Clara Whitaker, a 24-year-old Irish immigrant, had arrived in America with her husband, Thomas, and 2 toddlers. Thomas, a steelworker, died 6 months later in a factory accident, leaving Clara to scrub floors by day and sew dresses by night. Her entries were raw, poetic. I sold my mother's wedding ring today. The pawnbroker didn't ask why. The coins bought bread, but my soul feels thinner. One night, Clara's daughter, Rose, fell ill with pneumonia. The diary's pages grew frantic. The doctor wants $5. I sang at speakeasies until dawn. Men laughed, threw coins. Rose lived. I died a little. Lydia's throat tightened. Clara's final entry, June 1930, was a sketch of a sunflower. I wanted to be an artist once. As Lydia closed the diary, a photograph slipped out. Clara, gaunt but smiling, flanked by her grown children. Scrawled on the back, "They never knew the cost." Lydia traced the address on Clara's photo, 17 Elm Street, now a crumbling tenement. In the basement, a moldy trunk held Maria Vasquez's letters. A Mexican-American war widow in 1953, Maria worked 3 jobs to keep her son, Luis, in school. Her letters to a sister in Juarez were never sent. The landlord says, "No Mexicans," so I clean his building in silence. Luis thinks I'm a secretary. Let him. Maria's sacrifice turned desperate when Luis won a college scholarship, but they couldn't afford textbooks. Her letter from September 1958. I sold my hair. The buyer said, "Such pretty black curls." Luis has his books. I wear a scarf. Years later, Luis became a lawyer. Maria's final letter, star 1965 star. He thanked me today. I didn't tell him about the hair, the nights at the cannery. Let him remember me strong. Lydia found a newspaper clipping. Maria's obituary called her a devoted mother. No mention of the cannery, the scarf, the unsent letters that a name etched inside Maria's trunk. Evelyn Carter led Lydia to a neglected foster home. In a storage room, she found a scrapbook. Evelyn, a black single mother in 1982, had fought to adopt her foster daughter, Joy, born with cerebral palsy. Polaroids showed Joy's first steps, birthday parties. Newspaper headlines jeered, "Disabled child a burden?" Evelyn's journal entries were defiant. They say I'm a fool. But when Joy said, "Mama," the world went quiet. In 1989, Evelyn lost her job after missing work to care for Joy. A receipt fell out. A pawn ticket for her late husband's watch. The watch paid for her wheelchair. Worth it. The final page held a dried dandelion. Joy's first flower to me. We bloom in cracks. Lydia learned Evelyn died in 2001. Joy, now a teacher, had donated the scrapbook. Mom said love is a verb, Joy had written that a comment on Joy's donation page. My mom hid her pain too, led Lydia to a deleted blog. The Saget's Guilt by Anika Patel, 2020. Anika, an Indian-American surrogate, carried a child for an infertile couple. Her posts were haunting. I feel her kick. They'll take her. The money saves my son's surgery. But what kind of mother sells her womb? After the birth, Anika wrote, they named her Emma. I whispered, I'm sorry, as they left. My husband says I'm a hero. Why do I feel like a thief? The blog ended abruptly. Lydia tracked down Anika, now a nurse, who confessed, voice breaking, Emma's 3. Her parents send photos. I smile. I scream into pillows. Sacrifice has no language. Lydia, a documentary filmmaker, screamed, "End of story." Subscribe to Tears and Truth for more journeys into the unspoken. He Forgotten Mothers on Mother's Day. The film wove Clara's diary, Maria's letters, Evelyn's scrapbook, and Anika's blog into a tapestry of silent sacrifice. In the finale, descendants stood on stage. Clara's grandson held her sunflower sketch. Luis read Maria's letters. Joy danced in her wheelchair. Anika met Emma's parents. Tears exchanged without words. Lydia's closing voiceover. These mothers wore their love like armor. Their stories were buried, but not lost. Because to remember is to heal. The credits rolled. The audience sat in silence, then erupted in applause, sobs woven into the clapping.